What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, The Pacific, episode number 8. And it feels like we're all done with Peleliu, which I think it was 3 episodes worth.
You think so, yeah.
That was some of the most brutal stuff I've ever seen in any of these war movies or shows.
Documentaries.
Yeah, any of it. Just their approach, their arrival, just the whole landing strip situation, going into the hills. And they had all these like tunnels and these caves and just absolutely insane. And
it's definitely something that you're not going to forget or like not think about ever again.
For sure. It's definitely going to have a really big impact, and it's all new stuff and in terms of learning it, because I never knew about the fights at Peleliu or anything like that, and how harsh it was and how insane it was. We saw Skipper passed away, which that was so heartbreaking because this dude, he felt like such a good leader that he connected well with the Marines. He was on like a personal level with them.
I was gonna say he was like a father/brother type influence with them. It felt like
they all looked up to him, and when they found out that he died, it was one of those really touching moments where everyone just stopped what they were doing. They saluted him, and that's really sad. And the message that he gave to Sledgehammer, just, you can't dwell on it. And then he ended up giving that message later, which really sad. And watching Eugene evolve through this war it's really sad to watch, because essentially the message that his dad gave him before he left is playing out with him currently.
Right, yeah.
He's doing things and he's acting and responding, and he's being an awesome Marine. He's doing everything that he needs to, but you could tell that light that his dad talked about is drifting away, and he's just, it's really sad watching him evolve throughout this war. And then you even see it when they arrived back into a safe area and there were nurses there giving them drinks. He just had this look on his face like, wait, what is this? What is going on here? Because it was so different than what they had been dealing with for the amount of time that they were on Peleliu. It's not that he was looking at the nurses like, oh my God, they're beautiful, like the one asshole tried to call him out on.
I know, I'm like, slow down.
It's just they hadn't experienced that.
Well,
and actual connection with people.
Yeah, I feel like, somebody talking to him is just like, what?
Like, why are you handing me this drink?
He looked really, like, broken inside, and it was really sad to see.
Very sad.
These actors do a really good job of what I feel like the person who they're portraying, like, they really, like, have that connection, and you really feel it.
For sure. And just, they're not done. Obviously, they're off Peleliu now, and they're going to... the episode, I think, was Iwo Jima, so that's the next mission, and... yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine anything the Marines dealing with would be worse than what they went through on Peleliu, because that whole time, it felt like they were just in it, being attacked, and just there was no time for rest. The one line that I feel like is going to stick with me forever is that they murdered sleep, which that wasn't mentioned on this mission, but previous one. But it's just one of those things where you can never sleep, you can't rest, you can't calm down. They get very small pockets of time to even like interact with each other, but like that whole situation was wild. And we got a quick update with Basilone too, who's doing his touring and being celebrated and all this stuff. And we saw him on the driving range with the golf club, and people were waiting for him. They needed his attention for something. I assume interviews or something like that.
It was press,
And he just stayed on the course, just hitting golf balls until his hands were bleeding. And it's just so reminiscent to what he dealt with, and had the flashback of when he was carrying the gun and burned his hands and everything that he dealt with on Guadalcanal. So just, again, we know that's not where he wants to be. He wants to be fighting with his Marine brothers, but you get rewarded the Medal of Honor. You become a very special and important person.
You gotta sell those bonds.
Yeah, so he's out doing that. So I'm curious to see if again, I mentioned it every time I see him, is he done with the war? It feels like he is. It doesn't seem like you do all this and then send him back out, but who knows?
Yeah.
So we're seeing him become essentially a celebrity, and he's becoming famous for what he did in the war. And yeah, we're off to episode 8, Iwo Jima.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
November 1944. Peleliu was an American victory, but it came at great cost. 1st Marine Division lost more than a third of their men,
Oh my
suffering over
God.
6,500 casualties.
On Peleliu, we were what I would call a bunch of raggedy-ass Marines when that battle was over.
Ultimately, General MacArthur would not use Peleliu in retaking the Philippines,
Oh my God.
What?
nor was the island ever used for any future operations.
Oh my God.
Few would hear of the fierce battle fought on Peleliu.
Peleliu was a forgotten battle. I want it to be known that there was a battle there, and it was a SOB for every Marine that was on there.
What
By
the?
February
That was
of
like my main
1945,
question.
U.S. forces were converging on a tiny island only 660 miles from the Japanese mainland,
Wow.
Iwo Jima. 8 square miles of volcanic rock and ash.
Wow.
But it held an airfield vital to the planned invasion of mainland Japan.
We knew, as Marines, if we landed on that island, that if we didn't get killed or whenever, we could win that war. But I was scared, yes, to be perfectly honest about it. Everybody was. I don't know anybody that could claim they weren't scared.
30,000 Marines landed on the beaches of Iwo Jima. It was the only battle in the war where American casualties outnumbered the Japanese.
A lot of good Marines.
It's really
got
hard to watch this
killed.
stuff.
I think I was blessed by getting wounded because I probably wouldn't be here today if I'd have stayed on. There aren't many of us that got out.
Oh my God.
These images are.
Horrifying.
I mean, just the idea that Peleliu ended up meaning nothing. They
So
didn't
they-
use it for anything. They didn't use the airfield. They didn't use the island ever again. So they went there, did all that, had all those Marines die, and then
For nothing.
and then never used the island ever again. That's, oh my dude.
What was that about?
I think we're about to find out. I think he's gonna go look.
Why'd you put that in the trash?
My eyes yellow? Why would your eyes be yellow? Come on, your old man's a doctor. Look at my eyes. I'm getting that yellow jaundice been going around, I know it. I'll catch a fever, then turn inside out through my asshole like Carson in Love Company.
Shit.
Check out my eyes, Jay. They look yellow?
I just got transferred out of King.
Where?
Headquarters company.
It'll be all right, Jay. Sure, you're just down the road.
Least I can do is buy you guys a drink at the slop shoot.
That sucks. Why are they being separated?
Carlo works in a camouflage factory, and Angelo is a fireman at an army depot in their home of Raritan, New Jersey. Well, you brothers have a lot to talk over.
Well, for one thing, I'd like to be out there fighting with Johnny.
Instead of making camouflage paint. That's where you're wrong, Carlo. Some guys have to fight, but some guys have to give us the stuff to fight with. Tell us about the night you killed all those Japs. Remember? You're out in the jungle, standing guard from 8 till midnight. My guns began throwing a lot of stuff. Plenty of stuff was coming back. I was in charge of 2 sections of heavy machine guns, while the enemy was hammering at our defensive positions.
Oh, he's going through it.
Hey, sweetheart, I was good, though. I sounded like a movie star, right? I don't know. I was shaking myself.
At least he gets to be home with his family.
Johnny, we're so proud of you.
Ma, all I do is dress up and say what they tell me.
Well, everyone in America knows the family name because of you, Johnny.
I don't want everyone to know me.
But they do. Because you're so special.
Hey, I get free drinks because of my hero brother. How about it?
That's some survivor's guilt right there.
Scusa me.
That's tough.
Sir?
I joined the Corps because I knew the Marines were going to be the ones who went in first and the hardest. That's how it worked out. I've been back more than a year, sir.
Oh.
Well, I see your enlistment's up in 6 months. I tell you what, I'll push through your discharge. Let you go home now.
No, sir, that's not what I mean.
Yeah, he wants to go back and fight.
My home is the Corps. I just can't push pencils anymore. Please, let me go back and train the new kids. Let me help them the way I know how.
You make me proud to be a Marine.
He wants to go train. Oh, Pendleton. I thought he was going to ask to go back and fight.
He wants to do something.
Yes, sir.
That was thorough. No war bond drive for me, though. I guess it's good to have another combat veteran training.
Where's the rest of the company?
I told they were coming in 3 days, a week.
What would you like me to do until then, Captain?
Take it easy. Put your feet up. Whatever you want.
That ain't what he wants to do either.
That guy feels bitter.
I mean, that felt like shade
Yeah.
talking about the bonds thing.
Yeah. Like it was up to John.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Company! Fall in on your racks. Names?
Tatum, Charles, private first class. Evanson, Steve, private first class.
Why do I find you in your racks in the middle of the day?
Had no orders, Sergeant.
So you've been doing what you've been told to do? Nothing.
Aye, Sergeant.
As of now, you are the 1st Machine Gun Squad in B Company's weapons platoon. Fall in for PT, 5-mile run, 3 minutes.
It's John Basilone. The guy killed like 1,000 Japs on the canal. The president gave him a medal. He's a hero.
Move your ass! You gotta go faster than that! The Japs are killing your buddies! Get up there, Ned! Move!
1,500 Marines waiting to follow you down that net. The sea is pitching and rolling. It's not steady like this. Now we're doing a range of 1,400. Go draw your weapons and stand by to move.
I got it.
You drop that gun, I'll make you carry it for one solid month. Teamwork is the key to the Marine Corps Machine Gun Squad. Set that pin on the tripod. Get that gun out of the dirt. You drop your rifle in a firefight, you die. Tatum, drop that machine gun, fumble with a belt, your buddies die.
Cannot fuck this up. Ever. Lives depend on it.
Is that clear?
Aye, Gunny.
Wow. Trying to make him good.
Sorry.
Go and get yourself some more.
Yes, Sergeant.
Come on, move it. VIP on deck.
Who?
Gunny with the ocean hair. It's John Basilone. Oh, and he looks even better in person.
Everyone knows who he is.
Can I give you a hand?
We got it under control.
You sure about that?
You see these stripes? I'm an NCO just like you. I have work to do.
You tell him.
I love the red lip. I just love it.
I'm Lucy. Every Friday, I Spills catch the 6 o'clock train to LA, just in case you're interested.
Pendleton to Los Angeles.
Sergeant Riggy?
Yes?
I'm assuming that's Italian, right?
Here it comes. I'm Italian, you're Italian. Hey, we're both probably related to Joe DiMaggio. You know, I know where we can get the best lasagna in the city.
Go for some good lasagna.
LA is full of girls for a guy like you. You'll do fine. Happy hunting, Sergeant.
Bye. He likes a challenge.
He's persistent.
True what they say about you. You get shot down, you keep coming back.
What? Everybody comes to the Biltmore, don't they?
There's another medal in your future if you can get at the table.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Making a table appear out of thin air.
They know me.
Oh, hey. Big Shot here thinks he can get us a table. I want to make him prove it.
No, you go. I'm thinking of joining the Navy.
Literally a table out of thin air. There you go.
This place is bigger than the house I grew up in.
Yeah, I never asked for it, but they always put me up in the presidential suite.
And I'm supposed to be impressed? That's why you arranged all this? To impress me before we get down to business?
Business?
Exploring the bed sheets together?
No.
Well, that's standard operating procedure for you, isn't it?
Not anymore.
You know, I saw you once at the Brown Derby. You arrived with one of those blonde starlets on your arm. And everyone was saying, ooh, there goes John Basilone, the hero of Guadalcanal. I was still there when out you came, brunette starlet on your arm, and back into the same limousine. And everyone said, ooh, there goes John Basilone, the hero of Guadalcanal.
You ever make it inside?
I had a shrimp cocktail and a Coke just before they closed the joint. Dinner was delicious. Thank you. I'm now going to turn in.
Tell the chef the Caesar salad was excellent. The porterhouse is a little tough.
If I did something stupid, I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything a million other guys haven't done. You just did it in a nicer room.
Ouch. For both. Ouch for both. Ouch for her, ouch for him.
I'm Lieutenant Sohn. I'll be replacing Captain LaFrancois, who went AWOL while on liberty.
Oops.
How are the men shaping up?
All two of them?
The rest of the company comes in today from Mainside. They'll be pretty green, Gunny.
I'll take care of that.
Your enlistment runs out in July.
I've been in 8 years. 4 with the doggies, 4 in the Corps.
I understand.
Does that mean he wants to do more or he wants to go?
I think he wants
more, right?
Yeah. And he's pushing these dudes hard.
He wants them to be good and be prepared.
Private Dallas, grab the hand truck and get those sacks of rice.
All right, I know they're not supposed to be adorable, but fuck, they're cute. I love those outfits.
I would be happy if you would allow me to take you out for a proper dinner.
When?
Friday night, place I know just off the base, a restaurant.
Clancy's?
So you know it too.
Nice place. But no.
She's tough, dude.
I like her.
Friday's no good for me. How about breakfast tomorrow morning? The KP reports 0530. I show 0500. Show up a little earlier. I'll make you French toast.
God damn, that's an early date. Shit. She gave him another option, though. Hey, I can't do that, but I can do other stuff. 3:30.
And how come we're the only ones running like this every damn morning? Make us the best. I'm so sick of this shit. Just want to get out there and slap a Jap.
Oh my God.
What did you say?
Said I want to slap a Jap, Gunny?
How about it, boys? I bet you all want to do more than slap a Jap.
Ooh, you're gonna be in trouble.
That's what the enemy is to you, huh? A fucking buck-toothed cartoon dreamed up by some asshole on Madison Avenue to sell soap. Well, let me tell you something. The Jap I know, the Japanese soldier, he has been at war since you were in fucking diapers! He's a combat veteran, an expert with his weapon. He can live off of maggoty rice and muddy water for weeks and endure misery you couldn't dream up in your worst nightmare! A Japanese soldier doesn't care if he gets hurt or killed, as long as he kills you. Now, you can call them whatever you want, but never, ever fail to respect their desire to put you and your buddies into an early grave. Is that clear? Yes, Johnny!
You're gonna enjoy this. Almost ready.
They're really cute.
I love the way she like talks to him. I think it's awesome.
You strike me as an Italian mama's boy. Worshipped and pampered, just like my brothers. Wanted to make you feel at home.
I was told at a very early age I was the best thing since sliced capicola.
Capicola.
This is good.
When I first got here, the coffee was dreadful. How a Marine mess can serve bad coffee is beyond me.
Best coffee I ever had was on Guadalcanal. We stole some coffee from the doggies when they came ashore. Morning after the battle, my guys cooked up the coffee over a fire of green coconut logs. There wasn't any part of me that didn't hurt. Burns on my hands, ears still ringing from the shelling. But when they handed me that cup of coffee, I never tasted anything so good. What was the best cup of coffee you ever had?
My parents were real traditional. Supposed to get married, give him grandkids. So when I announced that I joined the Marines, there was a lot of yelling and crying. Finally, my father just stopped talking to me.
Damn, dude.
Cut her out of the family?
I was sitting in this diner. My pop walked in, sits down beside me. He ordered 2 cups of coffee, and he put the milk and 1 sugar in for me. That was the best I ever had.
Incredible what can happen over a cup of coffee.
I love these stories.
I should be looking forward to my freedom. I can't imagine it.
That's tough.
I love the Marines. You do too. No, I can't imagine being anywhere or doing anything else.
Lena, you might hear this all the time. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
No, I hear that very often.
Must be a uniform.
Didn't even get to finish his French toast. Dang it.
I bet that was some good French toast.
I bet it was the best French toast.
French toast is the best breakfast.
Gun set!
It's good.
Got them ready.
This is a bail. It'll make it easier to carry the gun with a hot barrel. You won't burn your hands. Now, it's not made for stability and accuracy, but if you're in a pinch, you can shoot and move with this.
From personal experience. Get it, dude.
Did he come up with that little knick-knack himself?
I don't know.
Did he invent that after what he went through?
Honestly, it would make sense.
I mean, I don't know how many Marines are running around manning that gun by themselves.
Right.
I mean, John Basilone is a special dude.
Oh, my hat.
I'll get it.
Oh, they're in love now. Oh. This is the much sweeter side of the war.
Yeah.
Aww.
I know, it's real sweet.
The 5th Division will ship out very soon for action in the Pacific Theater of War. We won't know our destination until we're well underway. Wherever we go, we will see the job through. Am I clear? Yes, sir! I have some more good news. Gunnery Sergeant John Basilone has decided that home can wait. He will be joining us.
Oh, wow.
Carry on, Gunny.
So he is going back to war.
Yeah, don't put a T in his name. There's no T, sir.
Basilone.
Yeah.
So is anybody scared?
No, sir.
I said, is anybody scared?
No, sir.
You lying sexist shit. It's good to be scared. It means you're awake. You're ready.
Does something bad happen to him and he doesn't get to be with her?
That's what I was thinking. How's she gonna feel about him
I don't
leaving?
know.
I've shipped over every enlisted.
I see.
They can ship me out whenever they want. So if you're looking for something else, somebody in a different line of work, tell me no.
I'm in for the duration plus 6 months. I know how it goes, Sergeant. Where do we go from here?
Wow. Get married before he gets shipped back out. Holy shit. This definitely feels like it's not gonna have a happy ending. I mean, what a story, though.
Yeah.
He's in the Daniel LaRusso car.
Oh my god. Of course you think of Karate Kid right now.
What have we done?
You've gone respectable.
You know, woke up one day and I was 30 years old, satisfied. Then you walk into my mess hall and look at me now.
We're gonna have 6 kids.
It's a lot of kids. You should have come around 10 years ago.
Little boys for you to pamper. Little girls for me to drive crazy.
You can tell they're both scared.
Oh.
Look at me! I said look at me! You wanna live? Get off the beach! Move!
This is bad. This is bad. Oh no. Oh my god.
Evans and Tatum, let's go! Get the fuck off the beach, you sons of bitches!
Oh, this is just fucking awful.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's jammed. It's jammed. It's jammed. It's jammed. Holy shit. Mm.
This is wild.
Oh my god. They just saved him.
Dude, what the hell?
I think he trained those soldiers well. Oh my god, this is fucking crazy sight.
I just hate that he keeps running off by himself to like
go get more guys. Oh my god. No!
That was rough.
Well, they show you a bunch of happy shit, and then...
I mean, you knew...
something bad was going to happen.
When he went back. I mean... I'm happy that they got to have their moments together.
Yeah.
It's just... It feels like that was the only way John Basilone was going to go out. Was in battle.
He didn't want to do regular stuff.
No.
He wanted to be in the military. He wanted to be with his
a Marine.
brothers. Yeah.
He was a Marine, and he got tired of being paraded around. He wanted to go train and help grow the next corps, and I kept asking about him, what his future was, and it felt like it was always either being a lifer, like as an instructor, or going back to the war. And like, unfortunately, this battle sounded awful.
Yeah.
And the moment...
More U.S. casualties than...
Japanese. Yeah. And when they told us, like, oh, hey, he's going, I felt like only bad was going to happen by him going back into war. I mean, that's just... I mean, add another name to the list that I'm never going to forget. Like, John Basilone is... I'm never going to forget. I mean, he's a hero. And, I mean, just the way...
All these guys are.
Yeah, all of them.
We don't know their names, but all of them are.
Just the way... Like, we talked about this when he was on Guadalcanal. When it's, like, go time, he gets in the zone and just goes. It doesn't matter what's happening around him. He just gets his eye on the mission and tries to accomplish it the best that he was able to. And just him running around the way that he does, I mean, felt like it was going to get him at some point. Yeah. It's just, he did things that no one else was going to do. He got guys off the ground. He was organizing more Marines to come fight, getting the tanks to come follow him. I mean, on Guadalcanal, he was clearing the sight line so that his fellow Marines could actually see and shoot. He went hunting for more ammo. He did above and beyond. That's why he was rewarded the Medal of Honor, because he went above and beyond. And that's just who he was as a Marine. And what we got to learn about him, he was incredible. I even asked one of my Marine buddies that I train with, and he knew who John Basilone was. He's an older gentleman, but he was in the Marines, and he knew all about John Basilone. He's like, yeah, he's kind of like a Marine historian, so he's like, of course I know John Basilone. So, yeah, dude's a Marine hero, icon. Unbelievable. I'm glad, like, as hard as these episodes are to watch, and these shows and this stuff to learn, like, it's really hard, especially at the beginning where they're giving you the real life visuals. Like, it's so hard.
Yes.
But at the same time, I'm so grateful that I'm learning about this stuff and who these men were and what they did for our country and everything. Because all the World War II movies and shows, I feel like they're all geared around the Europe War. Yeah. Nothing is about the Pacific. And just getting to see what they did, and as horrific and horrifying and as much of a nightmare as it was, I mean, again, we're always going to be very grateful for our military, the Marines, everyone who has fought for this country and did all of that, sacrificed a lot. So, yeah, it sucks so much that he had such a nice, positive, loving moment with someone, and the fact that he was like persistent about it, and she kind of shot him down a couple times, but then like you could tell that there was something there, and yeah, the fact that they ended up, he told her, like, yeah, I'm enlisting, and then they got married. And then he had to go back to war, and then he dies. Like, that is just such a tragic story.
I have no words. It's, like, so heartbreaking, but it's like you have to expect the worst and hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah. You prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, that.
So, yeah, that was scary. That was tragic.
I don't really have much to say after
Nothing
that.
else?
No.
All right, y'all. You guys leave your comments. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.